This is Miami All Access.
We're here with head coach Cleve Wright and freshman guard Bailey Reed after a 67-45 defeat against Ohio. Coach, your opening statement on today's game.
Well, I think we had in the first half had a really good effort on the defensive end. I thought we did a good job there. We struggled on the offensive end, obviously with 26%, I think was 26.9%, going 7 for 26, and I think we had over 10 shots that were right in the paint, right around the rim, and that's tough when you're playing a team like Ohio. We get some of those to go down. Maybe it puts a little bit more pressure on them. But I was proud of our team in the first half for, the shots not going down and still hanging in there, still making a game of it. Second half, I felt like we got our head down a little bit when they went on their second run. They did one run in the first half, and I think they had a second run in the second half. Too many runs, I guess, in the second half. And I felt like we didn't respond as well to them in the second half as we did in the first half on the defensive end. I thought we got quiet, and that's just not going to work against a team like Ohio. Certainly some really good lessons learned today. I know our team wants to play better than this, and I know that they want to work hard, and I know that we're going to bounce back.
Going into the end of the first half, you got the lead down to 5, and then it looked like Kiera Lampkins kind of just took over, and she pushed it back up to 12 and got it down to 10 going in. And then Kiana Black hit those 2 wide open threes right off the bat in the second half. Did that just kill the momentum for you guys?
Well, I think that's one of those mini runs I was talking about. I don't think we responded well, and I think we need to mature as a team and understand, especially against a team like OU who really does a great job with runs. That's one of the things that they've had all year long, and part of that is because they shoot threes, and that's what they like to do, and they do a really good job of it. So when she hit those back-to-back threes, I just don't think we responded as well as we did in the first half on the defensive end. A couple of those, I think one of them was in transition, one of them was against the zone a little bit, and they swung it out on us pretty quick. I don't think she scored in the first half, but then she came out and did some things the second half, and we expected her to. But I think you're right. I think that in the second half kind of took the wind out of our sails. And again, if we're going to be a mature team, or as a mature team, we want to be able to take those things and understand we're going to have to grind them out. In the first half, we did cut it to 5, and a couple times we didn't do a good job of coming together. We let Lampkins get into the paint and hit a couple little runners, and she did a great job on that.
25 points off turnovers, that was kind of like the big factor in the game tonight. Is that just a factor of a young team, just inexperience?
I think it is. I don't know that we responded to the emotion of the game the way I would like us to have. And again, I think we were just very quick to put our head down. And that's something that obviously we've already talked about in the locker room, and we want to make sure that we're not a team that does that. I think part of the reason that comes is because they're a team that wants to be really good. There's a desire to want to be really good, but you got to learn how to be good. And I'd much rather it be that way than them like, oh, it's no big deal. And you definitely don't see that. And so we're gonna prepare for the next one. Well, this one will hurt today. We'll prepare for the next one.
17 offensive boards for Ohio tonight. What was the deal down there, just on the boards?
I don't think we did a good job of putting our body on people, and initially, and I think we ended up watching a little bit, and so when we didn't hit them the first time, they kept going.
Free throws tonight, though. Kind of a bright spot. I know it's been tough to get to the line the last couple of games. You had 17 attempts tonight. That's kind of got to be a refreshing thing.
I think that's 2 games in a row we've had 17 or 18 attempts, and obviously I think that's part of our ability to attack the basket. I thought Bailey did a good job attacking the basket. It was unfortunate. I really felt like Kayla Brown attacked the basket. She just couldn't get anything to go down. I mean, she's 1 for 10. I just felt like some of those things were there, and again, the maturity comes when you say, okay, it's not going down, so I got to find another way to do it, and so we'll grow and we'll learn.
Bailey, another pretty good night for you. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. That's kind of got to feel good for you. I know that's something that you've been kind of working on as the season's progressed.
Oh yeah, I just been trying to get reps at it. I mean, I don't let the previous games affect me, like my previous percentages or things like that. So, and my teammates were just giving me the ball where I could, where they gave me the ability to attack. So, I just got to give props to them to help me get open.
Bailey, obviously you had 16 points, and you did get a lot of points at the free throw line. As the season gone on, has you become more confident in your ability to take the ball to the basket?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm better at reading defenses and just being strong with it in general to get good shots up in the paint.
All right. A little bit of a shorter break than usual as the game will be on Tuesday of next week at Eastern Michigan. What does the team need to do? It'll be the third game in 6 days to make sure to get ready.
Well, we've seen them, obviously, being up at Eastern Michigan. We'll have to do a good job. They'd like to play a lot of zone, although I think they will play some man, but they do play zone, and they will press us a little bit, so we'll have to handle the press, and we'll have to attack it. And, they're a good team, and we'll be ready.